Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Coming to the plate now, Juan Miranda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The rubber and go to first. And the runner back easily. From the stretch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Standing in, Damian Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
The 0-2 delivery. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Stand.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Striding in once again, Malik Smith. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Marcel Damon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Ball 1. The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Drilled on the ground to short. To his right, Levine. And there's out number 2. Ready for another chance, Darren Peralta. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Victor Caratini would be next. He loses him on ball 4.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. He's set, and the pitch. Tapper up the line. But it's foul, strike 1. Peralta is off at first with 2 away. He's running. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Matt Dove. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Grounded to short. Crawford gloves it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Rolando Santiago. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. In there, strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Ball and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Austin Hayes. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Smith. Gone! Solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Hit hard to short. Crawford has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 12. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Dave Fryman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
14, Dave Fryman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. 2-0 count, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to count. Fryman is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty D, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another shot now. J.P. Crawford is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
First baseman, number 19.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan White. He singled his last time up. And a ball 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Down to second. Scooped up onto first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over.
Leading off for the Orioles, third baseman, Timer Candelario.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Is a fastball looked at for a strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready now for Baltimore. Number 3. It was a walk in his last trip. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Splitter taken here, 2-1. One well above the zone for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Be on the attack and let them do.
He lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Ford Birch enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too. But this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. White over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. In now for the O's, Damian Perez. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back safely. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's a ball.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Chris Anaya.
A windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Levine is there, one away.
Now batting.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Pedro Andino. And he misses inside with that one, ball one.
Ball.
2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Swing and a little tapper.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Malik Smith will be next. Chopped weakly to the left. Levine has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. In now for the Reds, Malik Smith. He was a ground out victim last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Anaya, a left-hander that stands 6'1" tall. He was a 5th round pick during the 2020 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered. Score remains tied. So
Leading off for the Orioles, the shortstop, Wes Levine.
First offering on its way. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Is a called strike on the changeup. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 2-1 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Matt Dove. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping up now, Rolando Santiago. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. And again a throw. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Doing this time around for the O's. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready now for Cincinnati. Marcel Damon.
Marcel Damon.
Anderson Espinoza will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Espinoza.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Darren Peralta comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. 2-2 pitch just missed. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The batter, catcher.
Stepping in.
Victor Caratini.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's not going to get him as he swipes second. Now the 2-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup. Thomas Warren takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Warren.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Peralta on second. Caratini is over at first with 1 away. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
Up next for
at the plate, J.P. Crawford. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1. Might as well fish a little bit further.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here. Jerome Marin enters the game from the pen.
Number 6, Jerome Marin.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Designated hitter.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini, has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0 is laid off of for ball number 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
3-1. The 3-1 is in there for the second strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
A little bouncer.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Smith. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra. Now to the plate, Evan White. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Clifford Elaw takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Clifford Elaw.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Nick Williams, is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. 1-1. Is a fastball down below the knees. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike two.
Boy, he looks strong out there in the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order, too.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. To his left, Candelario. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there. Now at the plate, number 3. Couple of walks for him thus far.
Second baseman.
First offering on its way. In the air now, out to left. Smith comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Juan Miranda. Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, number 17.
Now at the plate, Damian Perez. First pitch coming, here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Liner towards second. This won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's stepping in and ready for another shot. Malik Smith 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Malik Smith.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Malik Smith is retired to kick off the inning.
Marcel Damon.
In there at the knees, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Striding in once again, Darren Peralta. Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
1-0.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Still tied 1 apiece. Antonio Valdez takes over now to start.
The Reds, number 32, Antonio Valdez.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Peralta backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Dove. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And there's ball 3. Rolando Santiago will be next. Now the 3-0 offering is a slider looked at and called a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time.
Close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Ready once again, Rolando Santiago. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit.
And he might have done it. Can they score that runner from first? And they will walk off with game 1 here at home.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish.
Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Our final line score tonight. First for the Victorian.
Bundles all bubbles in a soft focus. Sharkware, spy hunter, owner. Burner, no limit, top of the tank turner. Spot earner, plot thickener. Fingerprints, bubber in the alibi, non sequitur.
It wasn't like we weren't cooking. We just got hung up on which direction we were looking. Proof is in the putting up the art. Might have framed a couple more, but every story's got its arc. In any case, that was something for the grudge holders to adjudicate. Pushing this human race card to the fumes escape. Did some wrongs, made a few mistakes, but that's for you to throw the book at. I was panicked by impermanence, working on some pertinent. Missed it on the first pitch, now I see the curve spin. A little worse for wear, bad flying bird in the turbulent air. Ay, I studied rhymes to let the mind unwind. Now I make the words for work, what a sweet high five. Pardon him, the hurt got caught up in the nouns and verbs. The marketing seemed absurd. Well, part of person, a part of product in made a truer self when you knew the self was artifice. I spot a fake and dissect it. The place is feeling like the Brexit. Came with the warning, home feeling foreign right now. The white sheets sleeping in the feed for what personal brands. I got a few new demands. A rag and a gas can, he's at it again.
Yeah, bad to the marrow in the pan. Crunch bones, sad boys get the grown man hush tones. Back flushed in they lame face, save for the high five, placed in the same place. No starts, no hearts neither. Serve up severe, steer clear of the theater. Accidentally fall for every real one, casually lost when each one steals one. Zelda with the half a heart. Controller died before the level up and settled in. So when I try to boost and measure up, I never win. Characters stay blinking, trying to get a handle what these baddies might be thinking, but I don't care. Really, I couldn't spare a neuron, tossing brain cells at a peak at what's beyond me, but not sure. Probably nothing of the sort. Rather rock a box of nails and hammer off a steady street for it like home. Camped in the basement, camped in a place where the station is sacred. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Yeah. Practiced and patient. Stamped with a seal, it's the real or replacement. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Dialed in, tuned up, ready to
following. Just know wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Look at the draw. That's my lottery one. A gem of the rough. I could be your finishing touch. So wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, baby. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Smoke and mirrors, blue and icy, meet my gaze. Ooh, my heart burns like a blood love, slow to get up, hard to save. You fill my head with madness, good and bad, don't be the one who got away, got away. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe, going with you, babe. And every night spent without your face has me shuddering. I color my words in a violet shade to hide the pain. And you go so no longer. I beat that for sure. Look at the draw. That's my lottery one. A gem of the rough. I could be your finishing touch. So wherever you go, go with you, babe. Go with you, baby. Wherever you go with you, babe. Go with you, babe. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the first game of this year's World Series, Austin Hayes was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the sixth spot. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Doug has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. J.P. Crawford goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Into the bleachers, and gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first homer so far in the series. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with top of the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Batting second.
Standing in now, Rolando Santiago. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
2 balls and a strike. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting third, center fielder, Austin Hayes.
First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Onto the lawn and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the series, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting fourth.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Mancini, a native Floridian. He was an 8th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Trey Mancini becomes out number 2 this inning. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul for strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot. And
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The O's lead this thing 2-0. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Nick Williams.
Leading off with the
Hey,
Reds,
we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
One and two, here it comes. Hit out towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Missed with a slider. Now the 2-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Williams gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater? Dan, tell me how frustrating that is right there. He comes unglued the pitch before, and then he shortens his swing, and he's able to fight you off for a 2-strike knock.
Sometimes, Mark, that's how you can get fooled as a pitcher. You see that previous pitch, you see that big swing, and you're expecting another big swing, but what does he do? He shortens it up and hits a bullet for a base hit.
0-1 the count. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Into the box now, Marcel Damon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So 1-1 home. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. First and second now, one man out. Full count now, 3-2. Darren Peralta, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third, and this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a base hit, so a very good at-bat there as the run is in to make it a 2-2 ball game.
Batting ninth, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Caratini. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. The 1-0. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to third. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Slider, and that's in there for strike two. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Doug is in pursuit. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI as it's now a 4-2 game. Digging in for his second at-bat, J.P. Crawford looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here.
Leading off for the Orioles, second baseman, number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Stop foul right at home plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Damian Perez waits on deck. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is under it. 1 away. Ready now for Baltimore. Damian Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Hit to short. Crawford gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting 8, catcher, Juan Miranda.
Ready now, Juan Miranda, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, how hard is it
Batting
to
ninth.
massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Miranda, runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Seared down the first baseline. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit ball to second. Peralta comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready now for Cincinnati. Evan White. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ken Bullington is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Ken Bullington.
Rounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Save. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Pedro Andino. He reached on a single in his first try. Rolled slowly to first. Perez is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 4 and the Orioles 2. Standing in, Matt Dove. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Williams moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley. At number 1.
Number 25, Orlando Santiago.
Here comes the first pitch. A curveball that catches the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Rolando Santiago becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
2-1 to count. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Trey Mancini would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Smith. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Still down by a count of 4-2. Malik Smith the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Dove is there, and he'll bring this one in. Ready for another chance. Marcel Damon. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Pitch on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Darren.
In now
Peralta.
for the Reds, Darren Peralta. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Pitch on the way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Tired.
Leading off the fourth inning, designated hitter.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. To his right, Peralta. And that's the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Jeimer Candelario looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lays off 1-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Candelario is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat pad.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box, number 3. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Got him swinging. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 26, Ted Lipscomb.
The pitch. Line towards center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Number 12.
Runners on the move for second.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice.
Number 2.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Off slider down low for a strike.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Ready for another shot now Evan White, runner in scoring position with two guns.
White.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Popped up. Lipscomb's got it, and the side is retired. Reds lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Damian Perez. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate. After getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Wes Levine.
Ready for another chance? Wes Levine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Matt Dove. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Stepping in now, Rolando Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. (2-0) to the Baltimore left fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Coming in is Smith. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off for the Reds, Right
First
fielder,
pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Williams.
Right over the middle, knee high. One and one.
That's inside.
1-1. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Back up the middle. Levine up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Pedro Andino.
Ready once again, Pedro Andino will swing it from the left side right here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And he misses 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
This is lifted out to left. Santiago has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Up next for Cincinnati,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Malik Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Levine ranges to his left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Austin Hayes will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. All day to the death of me.
First offering on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Williams is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting,
Digging in once again, Trey Mancini, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Missed with a breaking ball. A couple of righties starting to lose. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman.
I got 2-1 to count.
The 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford has it. And that's the second out. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. White is there, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the 7th now. Striding in once again, Marcel Damon. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
1-1 to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Missed with a slider. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The batter, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again.
Peralta.
He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Digging in.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Victor Caratini.
Has a look. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Peralta, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Now batting, number 12.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 12. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. And the run will score all the way from first.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
0-2 the count to Crawford. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Hit down the third baseline. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Got him. And that's the third. time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Stepping.
leading off for the Orioles.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Williams has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Damian Perez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Taken high and deep to right. Williams going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Leading off the inning, Evan White, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Juan Aviles been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Juan Aviles.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2. Strikes now. The 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Ready. For another shot now, Nick Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up. Swing and a miss at the big curveball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Drilled down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Another full count pitch on its way. Fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Hard liner to center field. Hayes is there. 2 gone. Ready now for Cincinnati, Pedro Andino, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. There's a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Reds are down. Ryan Perry was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom. Half of the 8th. Julius Moreno will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Matt Dove. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. Ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
A curveball that catches the inside corner. Moreno leads off second with nobody out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Rolando Santiago. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Smith. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Austin Hayes the next to bat. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a run. Runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. He's going to have to make some good pitches here.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Julius Moreno will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing short.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman number 4.
In now for the Reds, Marcel Damon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
That's a ball.
Missed with a breaking ball. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Full count, 3-2. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Darren Peralta. Hit hard towards center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ready with the 0-2. And this will be fouled away. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits. Jerome Marin comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 6.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Here's a strike. The 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4. In now for the O's, number 3. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Candelario aboard here at first with nobody out. Ready with another 2-2. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Sliced hard on the ground. Crawford fields it cleanly. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the bottom of the 9th is still alive after the 2-out success.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Into the box now, Juan Miranda, as he drives a liner to right center. Lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. I'm feeling lucky, we should go to 2018 motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parade. Just a couple every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out, but they code the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds me that they strengthen all the stolen greatness. We used to at the mobile station, full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated through negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with, afraid to bait me. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Young.
Into center field, line drive base. hit.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so that has to frustrate the living heck out of you. Because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
Strike one to start the at-bat. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Dove on at first, nobody out. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
First delivery to him on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. None out, runners at first and second. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And, oh, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. The tag gets one. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Batting 10th, third baseman, Jaimer Candelario.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline. So this is foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runner going a second time. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Mancini rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room. But that double, they're at 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
In now, Wes Levine, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. The 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs. Now at the plate, number 12. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way.
Number 12.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting second.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
This is the kind of at-bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at-bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
The 1-2 is a ball below the zone.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Up next will be Nick Williams. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. 2 out here and a runner at second. It's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. The 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. So a full count now. Malik Smith would be next. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. It's the Orioles 3 and the Reds nothing. Ready now for Baltimore. Juan Miranda. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Juan Hidalgo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Riding in once again, Matt Dove. He reached on a single in his first try. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. In now for the Reds, Malik Smith. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Left fielder.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Marcel Damon.
Marcel Damon.
In there, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
The 0-1 delivery. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini.
Victor Caratini.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They trail it. Digging in to try it again. Rolando Santiago. He drew a walk his first time up.
Santiago.
And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Two 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder. Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now. Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Lined into right, a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive and early going. The first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Line drive to left. Smith is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Comes set and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeimer Candelario. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Santiago on third with 2 out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
No strike.
2-0 count. The pitch drilled to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. Or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Stepping in now, number 3. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the base. Leading off the inning, Hunter Green, and they'll need him to get something going here. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
And he misses there, 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in, J.P. Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted in the air to center field. Hayes on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2. Ready for another chance. Number 3 as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman.
Now here's the pitch.
Number 3.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Wes.
In now
Levine.
for the O's, Wes Levine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
3-1. In there, and it's full 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Williams in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Juan Miranda.
Digging in now, Juan Miranda. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
You got 2 balls.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough slider down low for a strike. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They lead it 4-0. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And now a pitch on the way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the upper deck and gone. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that will get people talking. 0-1 the count. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. So 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Malik Smith the next to hit. Tapped down the line, but it gets fouled. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Takes this the other way to right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ball. So here's the Orioles pitcher, Juan Hidalgo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Ball two.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
2-1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Slider up that he gets a call on. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Matt Dove. He flew out in his last at-bat. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. The 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
3-2 now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Digging in and looking for more, Rolando Santiago. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in the strike zone.
And that's in there. Base hit. Throw won't get him.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Austin Hayes the next to bat, and he fouls this one off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in once again, Trey Mancini. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set, and the pitch fouled off. The 0-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here. Leading off the inning, Victor Caratini. And they'll need him to get something going here. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hayes is right there, 1 down. Pedro Andino will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santiago is over, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, number 12. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds are down. Antonio Valdez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 32.
Standing in, Jeimer Candelario. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. And that misses for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he misses again, ball 3. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Number 3 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
No strike.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Into the box, Wes Levine.
Shortstop, Wes
Ready
Levine.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more from Game 3 after this. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And there's ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 19, Evan.
Ready for another chance, Evan White. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Ready on 1 and 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2 and 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Nick Williams waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3 and 2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Up next will be Nick Williams. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. White stands at first with 1 out. Ball 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2 and 2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3 and 2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The left fielder, number 00.
Malik Smith the next to hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left.
Marcel Gaiman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ground ball left side. Candelario takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. On to the seventh. Now in game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Grounded to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Number 15, Juan Hidalgo.
Julius Moreno will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Moreno.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a bouncing ball, foul. Our score as we play inning number 7. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Williams sprinting after it, and this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Matt Dove. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box now, Rolando Santiago. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Coming in is Smith. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hayes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Just keeping him close. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. So it's 1 run.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 56.
Leading off the inning, Darren Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Darren Peralta sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. To 1-2 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Danny Jansen will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Ready on 1 and 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Miranda has it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They still trail here at 6-2. Ford Birch has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Ford Birch. Leading off for the Orioles, first baseman Ray Mancini.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Orioles.
Riding in once again, Jeimer Candelario. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Up next for the Orioles.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Wes Levine is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Williams racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Orioles lead 1. They lead it. So the lineup flips over and digging in number 12. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looped out towards short. And 1 gone. Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knee. for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Fryman is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
Now another 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Well, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit. Cincinnati's Fountain Square seen there as we welcome
for the Reds, number 51, Carl.
Here's the first pitch to him. Heading out towards shallow right. Williams is under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, pitcher Dave Fryman.
Esteban Lerma will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Lerma.
To short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Matt Dove. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Liner towards second, leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 34.
Ready once again, Nick Williams. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Malik Smith the next to hit. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Just hung in there on that one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another 2-2 offering. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Ready now for Cincinnati. Marcell Damon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
The batter.
All you can ask as an offense is try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand Slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
And now with first and third, 1 out, a lot can happen here. This at-bat could really determine the whole course of the rest of this inning.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Victor Caratini, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Oh, look at the diving stop. One there. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Baltimore Orioles got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-2. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
There it goes. Deep to left. Really deep. See ya. Wow. Oh, my goodness. What a shot by Aaron Judge.
Michael, it was just a hesitation to see if it was going to go into the corridor. I don't know. I don't even have a word for it because we've never had to even look that far.
That was